Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? I hope we're doing well. I know this is late. I'm late on this video. I get it. It's completely my fault. Blame me and the establishment. Go talk to them. But today, we're doing the last part of our top 50 map series, doing the top 5 zombie maps of all time. All right, we're gonna go 10 through 1, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't got too much to say. I don't want to bore you with this long-ass, goofy-ass intro. I'm thinking, let's just get right on into this. So starting in our number 10 spot, we have Derice, a classic zombies map, really a classic from back in the day. The reason I love Derice, and so many people do, is because it is simplicity to the best possible extent. Very simple pack-a-punch system that does really well. A wonder weapon that is also very good. Both good training and camping spots. Derice has ways to play for all players. And at a time like World at War, and even when it returned in the Giant, its gameplay was consistent throughout all its games. Derice is one of the greatest maps of all time, and a lot of people, especially OG players, will have it in their top 5. But it also just doesn't have the depth that a lot of newer maps do and newer games, and that's why we put it at number 10. But coming into our number 9 spot, we have the map from Black Ops 4. It is underrated, but so many people nowadays appreciate what they didn't appreciate back in the day. This is Ancient Evil. Now, Ancient Evil, in my opinion, has the 4 gauntlets, which are one of the greatest wonder weapon systems ever. I think Ancient Evil has the greatest shield of any zombies map of all time. An awesome mini boss and a super awesome Easter egg where the storyline actually started to make Chaos interesting. Actually, this was the first map where I was like, oh, this sounds pretty interesting, this whole Chaos story with Medusa and everything like that. But unfortunately, this was the last map of the Chaos story. I wish they started off on a better note than they did at the beginning. But Ancient Evil is a really cool map, and I love all the features of it. I love the heaven and hell aspect of the map, where Pegasus takes you from the underground Greek city towards the hell portion. And with all the different variety, uniqueness, and different ways you can play, including the sort of tomahawk monkey bombs, I think this map is absolutely to die for. But coming in our number 8 spot, by far, in my opinion, the best map in Black Ops Cold War, the best sort of modern day zombies map, we have Mauer Toten. Mauer Toten, in my opinion, has a top 5 Easter egg of all time, and it really sticks out like a sore thumb in terms of how much better it is than a lot of the other Cold War maps. No, yes, I like D Machine and Fire and Forsaken and Firebase are somewhat tolerable, but my opinion, I think that Mauer Toten is definitely the best out of this bunch. Has a really nice boss fight with the different areas in map, although I think that can be too easy sometimes. Has a very good sort of ending area, and I love the different ways you traverse the map. Love the fast travel around the map with the zip lines. I also love the train system underneath, and it has some really cool steps in its Easter egg, and the Cerberus is the best wonder weapon in Cold War, and maybe even one of the best wonder weapons of all time. But Mauer Toten is incredible, and it does lay on the easy side, and although I really like the mechanics of the game, the map sometimes can feel a little bland, and that's an issue with a lot of Cold War maps, but thankfully Mauer has way more personality than any of the other ones. But coming in to our number 7 spot, the best map in Black Ops 4, this is 9. In my opinion, the second best Easter egg of all time. I love 9's Easter egg. I love the Blight Father step with the different Raw statue with the different symbols and which zombie you have to kill first. I love the different step. I love the boss fight as well. And although I really do like the wonder weapon in this map, it isn't infinite damage, I don't think, or at least it does drop off. But you have things like the Helion Salvo in this game, and the high round strategy with the Helion is a lot of fun. Really great starting room, probably the greatest of all time besides maybe Moon with Area 51. And the crowd control feature is one of the most awesome features in zombies that we've seen, and it's super unique, and I really do want to see something like that come back in nowadays. Challenges in this map feel rewarding, but they're not super hard unless you get sort of like a catalyst challenge, and this map really does thrive on the fact that it really looks like the map that was most worked on for BO4, and it really thrives and proves that way. But coming into our number 6 spot, man, we're getting close to that top 5. We have Gorod Krovi, the best Easter egg in Black Ops 3. But the reason Gorod Krovi falters is that high round. I feel like the Mark 3s are a really good wonder weapon, but they're not infinite damage. And once you pass around round 50, the high round of BO3 just isn't nearly as fun, okay? I'm not saying high rounds need to be easy to be fun, but wonder weapons need to be useful. And yes, you can slow down zombies with the Mark III, but killing zombies is a no-go. And the Mark III is really cool in the early rounds, but in the late rounds, it's just not for me. But the Rocket Shield, the Dragon Shield is amazing. The Gauntlet of Siegfried is amazing. And all the other Dragon Strike command and features of this map, especially just the overall layout, is awesome. And I love the vibe of the Stalingrad city with the dragons. But unfortunately, Garage Krovi just does not crack that top 5. But coming at number 5, the most OG map I have on this list in this super high spot, we have Moon. Now, I want to be specific of this. I'm talking about the Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles version of Moon. Because BO1 Moon, although I love it, does have some glaring issues, but Black Ops 3 basically fixes that issues and then adds a little bit more. First off, the greatest looking zombies map of the Chronicles remasters. It looks absolutely fantastic. Features like Area 51 are absolutely amazing. Features like the hacker, the Easter egg, the story behind it. I mean, they're all just beautiful. They're all beautiful. And the issues that people had with the Black Ops 1 version of Moon are basically all relatively fixed in this game. First off, excavators. Okay, use it anywhere by here and hack them away. Excavators aren't nearly an issue. Number 2, Immolation Liquidation takes out that RNG in the Easter egg way more, and I feel like it is super useful on this map. Now, you could say, well, a map isn't, you shouldn't have to use a Gobblegum to run Immolation Liquidation and have to play the map. But if you're not cheating Gobblegums in Black Ops 3, then what the hell are you doing? You're not playing it right. Next up, I love the fact that Moon, and especially on Black Ops 3, is so beautiful looking. A lot of people have issues with how gray it is in BO1, and I do too, but it looks just amazing. And this is one of those maps where in the Chronicles, PhD doesn't feel necessary. The wave gun is one of the best wonder weapons of all time. The QEDs are just so unique, and I love so many amazing features about this map. So, ladies and gentlemen, Moon is going to be our number 5 spot. But coming into our number 4 spot, we have Horizon Drac. Now, Horizon Drac has the bows. It's got the fucking Easter egg. And I used to speedrun this Easter egg for ZWC, and I loved it. Horizon Drac has such an amazing cutscene. The Easter egg of blowing up the moon, that's just fucking awesome. The dragons, everything about this map is stellar. I absolutely adore this map. The Pack-a-Punch is super simple, super easy. I love that about the Pack-a-Punch in this map. I love the simplicity of the Pack-a-Punch, but then the complications with, you know, building the Ragnaroks, with getting the bows, with doing other things, the plunger. This map has so much depth in it, and you gotta give Horizon Drac that. So, you know, everybody knows Horizon Drac. It's in everybody's top 10, basically top 5, and no different here. But coming into our number 3 spot, the most cinematically looking map ever, we have Mob of the Dead. The 4 gangsters. Al Arlington is the best written zombies character of all time in a single map. I love Al Arlington, man. So much depth, so much story. The 4 gangsters, so much depth, so much story within all that map. Also, the Vitrolic Withering is such a unique wonder weapon. Although it does have a bit of a damage drop off, it has that distraction effect, so it's not as glaring of an issue like something within Garage Krovi. The Hell's Redeemer is just absolutely incredible, and this was the first map where you can carry the shield behind your back without having any other issues carrying other items. That's a great feature as well. I love that about Mob of the Dead. And I just love the plane, man. The whole story within this map, the background, that's Stanley Ferguson, the sort of underlying connotations of we're in purgatory here. The cycle just continues, and no matter what, we are fucked. I love that about Mob of the Dead, and that's why it's number 3. But coming in to our number 2 spot, Snakeskin Boots on a Saturday Night. Shadows of Evil is the greatest soundtrack in a single zombies map of all time. With the round change music and the soundtrack, Shadows of Evil is absolutely perfect, and I love everything about the map. The Apothecary Servant is a fantastic wonder weapon. The introduction of Gobblegums was within this map, and that's beautiful. The sword and the upgraded sword system is such a unique system and so simplistic at the same time. The beast mode was implemented so well. I mean, although the Afterlife went well with the story of Mob of the Dead, the beast mode system was implemented just as well, if not better. Widow's Wine being introduced in this map is amazing. The tram system, I think, is good. The rift system going from one area to another is really good. There's not really much to complain about Shadows of Evil, and that's why it is number 2. But coming in to our number 1 spot, we have Origins. I mean, what can I say? It's Origins, man. It has everything. Staffs. It's got the fucking awesome Easter egg. It's got the ultimate staffs. It's got the G-strikes. It's got the tank. It's got so much depth in terms of story, in terms of gameplay. And although people can hate the fact it's a fetch, quest, step, bless, whatever you want to call it, I don't care, man. Origins is the greatest zombies map that's ever been created, and we have never seen something as good since. But ladies and gentlemen, it's my undeniable number 1. That is my top 10 maps. Sorry to this comment. I understand. I'm really sorry. I get it. It's been a while, Daniel. I understand. But I'm here. I'm making it. And blame Black Ops 6 and blame the fact that I haven't had internet for 2 days. But I thank you all so much for watching, guys. The absolute best. And I'll see you all very soon.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.